Looney Farm Guy here, and this is Cowshed Pack by IrrSinn Rainer on Farming Simulator 25. It's for all platforms, PC, Mac, and console. I'm on a PS5 Pro here on 4 fields, and this is a pack of 4 cow pens or cow sheds, starting with the Cowshed Big, which is this one over here. 57 cows. We have an option of solar panels. Then we have Cowshed Small. And these are all, well, they're all, well, they're not all, they're different. Then we have Calf Shed. And finally, we have Open Barn for beef cattle. All right. No options for that one. This one doesn't have any options either. This one has a solar panel option. All right. So we're going to go through them one at a time. Let's talk about this one first. This is the Cowshed Big. If we take a look at it here, Cowshed Big, we have food capacity and straw capacity. We have milk and manure and slurry production as well. You have to put down a manure heap extension to capture the manure for this particular shed. The animal dialogue is actually in here. I have 57 Holsteins in here. Now, food input, we also have gates open and close. We have a light switch over at the other end of the barn here. Now, we only have a light switch here. If you want to open and close this door, you have to go outside to do it. You can't do it from inside because even though there looks like there's a trigger there, we only have to turn off the lights. We also have an option to open the windbreak, it's called. Alright, food, pretty obviously that the food trigger, the trigger is actually right. Let's go move. The food trigger is right here. So food easily goes in here, TMR or whatever you want to put in there. Straw, I can only get straw to go in with this straw blower. I couldn't put it in loosely. I couldn't find an area that bales would be accepted. This is the only barn that wouldn't accept. Well, I'm not going to say wouldn't accept bales. I couldn't find the spot where a bale would be accepted for straw. Let's just say that. So we're putting straw in there, and it's a slow process because it takes a little while for the straw. And let's see, let's just open up our back there, and I will continue to load straw in there. But moving on. So, oh yes. Looks like the slurry and milk triggers are at the back. We'll test those. Here's the milk and slurry. Alright. Moving on to the next barn. This one is described as, if we take a look, Cowshed Small. We also have a light switch here. The animal trigger is over here. Right over here. Animal dialogue. We have 30 Holsteins in here. And bales are, well, food, TMR and food trigger is here. Watch out for the overhang. It's a little bit tricky. These gates open, and you'll need those because the bale trigger is over here. And if we can get in here, the straw bale trigger is basically in this area, which is a little tricky to get to because we can't open this door or jump in or over it because the animal dialogue trigger is there. We can open these doors, but the cows have collisions on them when you're walking around, so we can open these doors. Makes it a little bit easier. and open these doors. It's awkward, to say the least. And the cows, you have to, yeah. So if you're trying, maybe with a skid steer, because cows don't interfere with vehicles. But anyways, that's that. We don't have any manure. Oh, yeah, there is a manure production because of the straw. So this is the Cowshed Small. We have straw capacity and food capacity. Manure, the manure trigger, we're gonna try it, but I'm guessing it's, well, yeah. That trigger right inside there. But we'll test that. No milk or slurry production on that. That is the small. Then we have the calf. Calf shed. Food goes in here. Straw goes over here with the manure trigger area. I have put calves in here. No milk or slurry production for this. Here is the, there's the animal dialogue. So we have 30 calves in there. Oh, that's the dialogue. There we go. Why doesn't it say? Well, we have 30, obviously, calves in there. Straw, food. That's the beef cattle. There's a calf shed. Sorry, straw and food capacity. There's Holsteins, little baby Holsteins. All right, the beef cattle are over here. This one, yes, I have bales everywhere. The bale, bales are accepted. Straw bales are accepted here. This does not produce any slurry or milk. There it is. Manure, I'm assuming, is going to appear over there. Here is the animal dialogue. And yes, food. Food goes in here. I was unable to back a trailer in there. I'm going to have to figure out a different way to get food in there. Maybe just some... Yeah, we'll see if it accepts grass bales. Actually, I'll do that now. All right. So it does take grass bales. So if you want grass or silage bales, hay bales, it would take that as food. TMR might be a little. If you make TMR bales, then probably that would work. All right. So let's fill this up. See how many. Food capacity? Okay, so there we go. That's our food capacities. Straw I'm still filling that other barn with straw. We're going to fill that, and then we're going to run it, and then see where we're at with food capacities and milk and slurry production. All right, so we have let a month elapse. We have manure. Excellent. Let's see what our food... And Cowshed Big. So, food capacity, good. Straw capacity, didn't... oh, it probably was still supplementing the straw capacity with that. So, but it produced manure, so that's good. We swing around the back. We have a tank here, and as we can see here, buffalo milk and milk. Yes. And our slurry trigger works. Excellent. So that's it for slurry and slurry and milk. The next, we're going to take a quick look at the other three here to just see if they have food capacity and straw, food and straw, food and straw are all good. And have they produced manure? Yes. So where does the manure appear? That's where we're showing manure capacity, but I don't see it. And so that to me, that says, can we lift? Then is this retractable? It doesn't look retractable. I didn't see a retractable trigger anywhere. All I have here is turn on shed lights. hide. Oh yes, hide buckets. You can hide the buckets. Again, manure is showing, so we're gonna have to grab a. We're gonna grab a front loader and see if we can get in there with a front loader and we can pick up the manure. Again, no manure is showing, so let's go ahead and let's. If you want to follow me along, I'm going to grab this bucket and go test these triggers. See if we can get in there. Alright, first trigger, we're going to have to go in through here. And is it going to be... Oh dear, I don't think we're big enough to get in there. Or we're small enough. No. Oh boy. Yeah, so even though we're showing manure, this is a small track. This is not a big track. Maybe a skid steer might get into that one. This one has a much larger entrance area, and yes, okay, so that's how you do it with a bucket, or if you want to back a trailer in there. Yeah, okay, so that's the manure trigger. Whether or not you can get in there with anything. So my impression of this pack is much more, the needle's swinging much over to the role play and that type of oh, this one's going to be tricky to get into. Am I going to be able to? No. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, so this is not one of those. Oh dear. Can we get in there? Start filling. Oh, wait a minute. There we go. We got it. So, definitely not one of those where it's super easy to do things. At least not with machinery or larger trailers. Backing stuff in, getting... Yeah. Anyways, yeah, there it is. So, if you're looking for easy triggers and easy barns with easy stuff, this is not the mod for you. These are more for people who like to play realistic and do things, well, kind of the old-fashioned way. So, there you have it, Cowshed Pack on Farming Simulator 25. Thank you for watching. Till the next one, bye for now.